well. Before I commit the station to helping you attack the Urquan, and accepting the risk of annihilation if we are defeated, I have to make sure that you and your ship have what it takes to oppose the hierarchy. I'll make you a deal. If you can eliminate the alien base on the moon and get rid of that threat, at least, I will seriously consider your offer. Okay, well, apparently I disconnected at some point during that. But hopefully it should be back by now. So, basically, all he said was, this is a very serious offer. I am considering it, but I need you to attack the base. Well, we found the base, but it was abandoned years ago. I'll be darned! All these years we've been listening to their incoherent broadcasts, and we never would have guessed. Captain, listen closely. Long-range sensors show a ship closing on this station and fast. Our ship computer identifies it as Ilrath, Avenger class. I think you've got a fight on your hands, Captain. Oh, how am I going to voice them? Your best bet is to wait until you have point... Captain, it's jamming... Alright, time to do my best. By the fetid breath of the Dark Twin Kazon, a human in an alien starship. How fascinating. When I intercepted the Urquan drone, I'd learned that an unidentified starship had approached Earth. I never would have expected a remarkable vehicle in the hands of a human. Humans are prey animals, weak and helpless. And here is a human in an armed starship, therefore in direct violation of the Oath of Fealty. I am sure Masters, the Urquan, will punish Earth most severely for this treachery. When I present them with the twisted wreckage of your ship and your many charred corpses. Alright, so should we say, where the hell did you come from? It will be a pleasure blasting your ugly face out of the stars. Surrender, foul alien creature, or you will be annihilated, or, look, let's be reasonable, we can coexist peacefully. Which should I do? I will give you the option. Number 1, where the hell did you come from? Since you will soon be dead, I will gladly explain. We have spent many years gleefully playing on the Pakuk. They are a pitiful, easily killed species, and we would have continued in the divine worship of Dogon and Kazon. But we required additional crew members and repairs to our cloaking device. So we departed the Gickless constellation and set course for home. But before we had reached our region of space, we detected the passage of a nearby vessel, the Urquan drone. It informed us about you, so here we are. And now you die. This is not a mod. Oh, I'm not playing Spore. No. Let me change that. I'm now playing, Star Control 2. Oopsie doopsies! Sorry about that. This is a game that reminds me a lot of Spore. I mean, Spore reminds me a lot of this. There. I was just type in the first thing I think of for my title. Currently it is Star Control 2 to Major Tom. Okay, let's go with... Okay, so this is the main part of the game, kind of. Well, no, like a secondary part, I should say. This is space battles. Here we are fighting the Ilrath. Their cloaking is down, so we can just blast them away. Like so. That was actually really close. He would have come up and wrecked my shit. What a beautiful sight, Captain! I haven't seen an Avenger blown away like that since the battle in Draco. I guess you've shown you can handle yourself in a battle, Captain, against a dreadfully underprepared ship, sure. So my last reservation about helping you has been dissolved. I will commit this station to helping free Earth and defeat the Urquan. You may get our atoms rearranged in the process, but by God, Captain, we're gonna try. So the obvious first step is to get your precursor equipment and software over here, so we can make it work with our ship repair fabricators. But what then, Captain? Alright, so... Trust me, I have a plan. It's a really good plan. What must remain secret. We will build our strength, unify an allied Starfleet, and bring the Urquan to their knee equivalents. A sensible plan, Captain. Let's get to work. I didn't say disco, I said the Battle of Draco. I totally know I said that. By the way, Captain, I think we need a name for this new alliance we're going to forge. And since it was your idea, it's only fair that you get the honor of naming it. So what will it be? See, the problem is this goes by quickly because he's supposed to be talking through, like, voice, and I just muted it. So, yeah, I could have made it so this doesn't happen, but I didn't think about it before I installed the game, and I was too lazy to change it. Okay, so we do the New Alliance of Free Stars, the Concordance of Alien Nations, the United Federation of Worlds, which I'm totally going to choose, and the Empire of Marzen. Let's do the United Federation. It has a familiar ring to it. Nonetheless, we will make it so. The United Federation of Worlds. Now, Captain, I expect the configuration process for the starbase to take about 2 weeks, so let's get to work. Alright. Here we are. This is the end of the tutorial. We are now in the hardcore, fucking strong part of this game. We have already begun minor repairs in the squad, patching up some of the micrometeorite holes. We noticed your ship does not have an emergency warp escape unit, so our engineers rigged up one for you and each of your escorts. Now you should be able to escape from a bad situation with a touch of a button. However, there is a cost. The unit gulps up 5 fuel units each time your precursor ship uses it. Also, we now have a limited capacity to make modifications to your ship. To refine starship fuel to build additional combat ships, and to train new members of your crew for the squad and any ships you require for your fleet. Captain, I know you're eager to get to work, so I'll make this brief. If you have any questions how this starbase works, what resources we need, or just some background information on the galaxy, don't hesitate to ask. Now this would be perfect to ask him stuff, but I don't need to, because I remember this game well enough. No, this does not have DOS-ass voices. This was... The original game for the DOS had no voiceovers. Then it was ported to the 3DO where it was given 100% voiceovers, except for a few parts which for some reason didn't have voiceovers. But then, this is a port of the 3DO version, which has a few changes and just a few updates, and they, you know, brought over the voices. So they're here. Alright, so I have minerals to offload. The more minerals you bring us, Captain Marzen, the faster we'll be able to tackle the Urquan. Okay, so we can ask him for more background information, but there's not really anything I need to know. Like, yeah, I know what this facility does, historical data, input on how to defeat the Urquan. I mean, historical data, we could ask about all the other races, but I'll tell you everything that you need to know when you see them. Yeah, what a relic the 3DO is. I've never seen a 3DO in my life, to be honest with you. Like, physically, I've seen pictures of it. Alright, so we can outfit our starship. Let's buy some fuel. We need as much fuel as we can possibly get. We can only hold 60 as of right now. Okay, so the way that this works now is we can update my flagship, the flagship squad, to have new things. Dynamo units, which increase its energy output. Guns, which, you know, give it guns. Crew pods, storage bays, to increase storage. Crew pod to increase my health, basically. So on and so forth. And this increases turning and speed, which I am immediately putting, like, everything into, because holy shit. Okay. Like, I immediately put everything into the turning and the speed. It's just that, it is legitimately that useful. And actually, this game has a time limit. I believe it's 2176. So in 20 years, if you don't beat the game, you lose. You're probably not going to get that far unless you honestly have absolutely no idea what you're doing. Okay, so here we are, and I know exactly where to go. So you would have to explore for yourself, probably going to each of the planets and being like, what can I do on each of the planets? But they have Pluto on here because it was still a planet at the time. It's Pluto. Let's scan Pluto. There's one purple thing here, and then that. So the purple minerals are the best minerals, Zoocrystals. And we go, whoa, what is that? Uh-oh, it attacked us. Mayday from surface. We have come under fire from an alien vessel we found hiding on the surface of Pluto. Captain, they killed Kowalski, Fritz, Chin, O'Donnell, Luigi, and all 3 of the Lieberman triplets. We have returned fire, but our stunner can't penetrate the ship's hull armor. Yeah. Alright, night. Keep your voice down. We are initiating emergency launch procedures. End of transmission. Yeah, this dude is hiding on Pluto of all places. Oh, here he is. Attention, big, mean, hostile alien vessel hovering overhead in an obvious attack posture. This is Spathy Captain Fwiffo. I know you're going to torture me, so let's get this out over right now. The coordinates of my homeworld, Spathywa, are 241.6, 368.7. And the ultra-secret Spathy cipher, which is known only by me and several billion other Spathy, is Huffy, Muffy, Guffy. Sorry about that little mistake with your landing vessel. I was so startled when it approached my vessel in a threatening manner that, my automated defense systems fired on it when it got too close. I hope no one got hurt. Okay, so, alright, so how should we respond to this guy? Please give me your answers in triplicate on my desk by Friday. Attention alien vessel, identify yourself or be destroyed. Hi there, friend. We come in peace and mean you no harm. Don't kill us, and you attacked our lander, killed our crew, prepare to die. I'm not doing that, by the way. Okay, so number 2. As a note, if you played the first game, you would know these guys were in the first game, the Spathy. They worked for the Urquan as one of their, what is called, combat throws, I believe, something like that. Basically, they worked as their fighters. Are you sure? Because your statement is often a more polite way of saying... Attention alien vessel, identify yourself or be destroyed. In any event, I am Spathy Captain Fwiffo of the Void Ship Star Runner, placed here in the planetary system as part of the powerful Earth God Star Force, which are masters the Urquan, established here to make sure the Earthlings don't do anything tricky. What are you doing here on Pluto? About 20 years ago, this region of space was dominated by a loose confederation known as the Alliance of Free Stars, which was composed of the aliens native to these parts who didn't want to be enslaved. They made a valiant effort against the superior Urquan forces, and it even looked like they might be miraculously defeat the combined Urquan Marauder, right up to the point at which the Urquan totally defeated, indeed, annihilated them. Isn't that just the way? Okay, so what are you doing here on Pluto? When the Urquan Armada entered the system to subjugate formally the Earthlings, the Urquan presented humans with the standard slave options. Join the hierarchy as combat thralls and retain some autonomy, including the right to travel through space, or become a fallow species and return to pre-atomic savagery on the surface of their homeworld, encased for all time beneath an impenetrable force field. The humans chose the latter option, and so were swiftly imprisoned on the surface of Earth. But the Urquan didn't trust them to obey the restrictions, so they chose a small group of hierarchy combat starships from the Elrath and Spathy fleets to create the so-called Earth Guard and station them at a base on Earth's moon. Okay, so tell me what you are doing on Pluto now. Originally, we were stationed on Earth's moon, which made us, Spathy, a bit uneasy, because with each passing day we grew more and more worried about the sneaky Earthlings making a surprise attack. Though the Ilrath kept telling us that was impossible, since Earthlings had no ships or weapons whatsoever, that made us feel a little better,
When the Earth Elrith left again, we grew fearful and decided to make a strategic redeployment to Mars. Later on, we decided it would be prudent to relocate to Jupiter's moon, Ganymede,